So sometimes I produce videos just to kind of fill up content, and I don't really expect much. And then I'm sometimes shocked at the response I get. And the one that really has shocked me is the response to the one I did on sports cards, which has gotten way more views than any video I've done in a while, and far more responses. Some positive and some negative. It's probably gotten more downvotes than uh, than I've gotten in a while. And I understand some people are protective of their hobby and don't appreciate negativity. And I'm talking specifically about 80s and 90s. I don't have an issue with sports card collecting in general. I just feel burnt from what I experienced. And so there were a couple questions I wanted to answer or comments. One of them I'm going to revisit, which is, did I have fun? And I would kind of put it this way. If, let's say, so pardon me for this analogy, but let's say I went out I had a one night stand and came back with an STD and told a friend, and the friend said, "Yeah, but did you have fun?" And I'd kind of be like, that's not the point. Or if you went out to Vegas and you gambled away your entire all your money, and somebody said, "Yeah, but did you have fun?" This is obviously on a lower scale, but I can have had fun in the moment and regret it now. The other comment, and I'm not sure if this comment was aimed at me or people in general, but it said something along the lines of, "Hey, if you didn't keep your cards in good condition, that's on you." And my response to that would be that I have hundreds of cards on eBay for sale, and every single one of them is listed at near mint or better. And I've sold many, and there has only been one time when anyone complained and said, "I don't think that card is near mint because there's a ding in the corner." And the person was right, and I hadn't noticed that. And it probably was there out of the pack. Some cards are damaged out of the pack, but I am very careful about condition on my cards. So that is not why my cards aren't worth a lot. But I wanted to quickly go through just a handful of cards, and I'm probably going to do more of these because I think it can be kind of interesting. Cards that I don't plan on selling, the very few cards that I don't plan on selling, and I'll kind of explain why. The first one is one that's worthless, but it is the 1988 Baseball Best Wally Joyner, and I love this card. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the pastel colors, just the innocent look. I think he was about 6'2" or 6'3", but he looks like a kid. Let's see. Yeah, 6'2". Wally Joyner was Rookie of the Year for the Angels in '86, probably. So I'm going to keep this card. I actually have two of them. I don't know how I ended up with two of them. This was, I don't know, an insert or something. His career was not. He, I think he, I think he beat Jose Canseco for Rookie of the Year. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but his career wasn't as good as his start as Rookie of the Year. Okay, so the next card I have is Ken Griffey Jr. San Bernardino Spirit, very rare rookie card. At the time when I was collecting, it kind of occurred to me that not too many people were collecting rookie cards, and so they could come out a year or two or more before their actual rookie card. Although I think this one came out kind of the same time, because Ken Griffey Jr. I don't even know that he ever really spent. Well, I guess he spent some time in the minors, but he came up pretty quick because he was like 19 years old and ready to play. He was that good. So we have there one sold for $12, a graded one, seven, sold for $30. This one could be worth getting graded. And so, so somebody would say, well, you could get your, what was it, Barry Sanders, whatever, graded. If it's a 10, you could sell for $100. Well, grading is not, it's not nothing. There is a cost to it. And I don't know that my card is a 10. I don't know. Many cards, many cards out of the pack are not 10s. So I have no idea what it would be. PSA 7 seems like it's not that high. So this card could be potentially worth something. Another one I have is a Don Mattingly 1982, no mustache, Columbus Clippers. And so this one, let's see, this one could be worth something. So we have, was it great centering? Well, I don't know what it's sold for. Here is one PSA graded $70. So, this one might be worth. So this was early 80s. Here's even a PSA 4. And this one is, I don't know if you could see, I mean, the corners are gorgeous. This went right into this hard case. Probably worth, I don't remember what I paid for it. I don't think I paid that much for anything, but it could be worth grading. Another one, let's see here. We have, actually, I'm going to stop this at 10 minutes, so I'm going to go to the ones I want to talk about most. Albert Belle, Joey Belle. So this is Kinston, 1988. The reason I care about this one is because I am originally from Cleveland, huge Indians fan, and this was the most incredible team of the Indians I'd ever seen, with Joey Belle, Kenny Lofton, Carlos Baerga, all these players, and Joey Belle was just a monster. So here we have one selling for $5, $2. It's just a couple selling. If I remove the sold items, a lot people trying to sell them. Well, not a lot, not a ton. So now Albert Belle. To anyone who doesn't know, Albert Belle, he's got a 295 batting average. That is really good, with 381 home runs. So he could hit for a high average and had power. He was the AL RBI leader in 1993, 95, and 96. Silver Slugger Award 5 times, 5-time All-Star. He's in, the Cleveland Guardians now, Hall of Fame. Played for the Indians for 7 years, but he had a relatively short career. So 381 home runs, but he only played for 11 seasons. So his problem is he was very temperamental. He came up, so this card calls him Joey Belle. He changed his name to Albert Belle, which I believe is his. Okay, so his name is Albert Joan Belle, and I believe he changed it because he had alcohol problem and wanted to kind of reinvent himself. But he was a monster. He really was. And his card, his 1989 card, is not worth that much. I don't see any that were PSA graded. So I don't know if someone PSA graded an Albert Belle card. Who knows what it could be worth? But this is, if you could see, it's really good condition. That's what the kind of condition I keep my cards in. Another player that I was very fond of, although he was with Toronto, is Carlos Delgado. And I just remember, so this is a 1989 Pro Cards, number 2077. So this one, you could tell they were doing all the minor league players, so most of them didn't even make the majors. So you get a lot of junk mixed in there. Let's see. The reason I don't have it unsold is because I couldn't find a single one that actually sold. So these prices are aspirational and not necessarily reality. So if I go in here and I say sold, nothing. So we have the other Pro Cards Carlos Delgado, which I also own, the 1990, but this one is not selling for much. But Carlos Delgado, so he made his major league debut in 1993. So this is 1989. So this is 4 years prior to his major league. And I remember, I took a trip to Disney World, and I was like, wow, because he was tearing up the Grapefruit League. And in his major league career, he had a 280 batting average, over 2,000 hits, 473 home runs, 1,512 RBIs. He won a Hank Aaron Award. Roberto Clemente, AL RBI leader in 2003. So he was a prolific hitter, but his card does not seem to be in demand. So anyway, these are just some of the cards that I decided not to sell. I would go through and probably do some more videos like this because it seems to be maybe popular. We'll see. It certainly is not going to become the focus of my my YouTube channel, but I think it's interesting for some people.